It's me, Laura. Um, Today I just wanted to do another stream, an additional stream, guys. So let me get up the chat in case anybody comes in. I don't expect anybody. This is not scheduled. Um, it's just that I've been working so hard this week and haven't had any chance really to color or to art outside of a few commissions and my streaming. So, oh, excuse me, pardon my stretch. I just hey, Squish. Hi, how you doing? Let me make sure I'm on live chat here. So I just thought I would keep going with this page because I'm really starting to get into it now, and I've been dying to work on it, but I've just been so busy, so I figured stream, you know. I'm good, Susie. I'm a little bit tired from working all week rather, but you do what you gotta do, right? So I'm gonna, let's see. I don't know exactly where we left off, but I'm just gonna keep going on the skin, because that's what we've been focusing on the past couple of streams. So I'm just trying to decide what color I want. Maybe bring out a little scrap here so I can test some colors out. Yes, I know. Unfortunately, I'm probably going to be working tomorrow as well. So when you run your own small business, weekends are just optional. It's okay. I try and make sure every Sunday to take a break. So I think that's the color I want. Yeah. Yep, that seems like it. I think I've already used this color before. I would not be surprised. This is 943 Burnt Ochre. I'm using the Prismacolors today as usual. Yeah, Susie, I always try to make sure to take Sundays off because otherwise I get burnout. But sometimes I work Sundays too. Usually Sundays are my day to hang out with my guy. We usually always do something like a day trip or something like that, so we'll see. I think this weekend we have planned to go to a putt-putt course. We both are very competitive at mini golf, and we're both fairly evenly matched. We usually are just under par, and we both are very, very, like, tight. Like, every game is close, so sometimes I win, sometimes he wins. But it's so much fun, and we're very competitive, so we really get into it. It's a lot of fun. So, oh, I've got some people here. Hi, Heather. Oh, I didn't know Vicky was streaming right now. Okay, well that's all right, honey. You go mod for her, no problem. Hi, Sue. Hi, Zeely. Um, Anybody else I've missed? I think I got everybody. So I'm just deepening up the shadows on her cheekbones here. I want to start now to develop the shadows and the lights until this, I probably won't even need to blend because this paper is fairly smooth, so I might just layer and layer until it's done. But I'm just going to keep building and building the color until it's the right contrast and the right, you know, vibrancy. So we're gonna just layer. I'm using a blunt pencil and I'm using the flat of the pencil. I am giving a little bit more pressure than I did at the start because I'm fairly confident that this is where the color will go. But I started out pretty light touch and I'm just working my way up to that more harder pressure. But when I say harder pressure, that's for me. It's probably still fairly light for most people. I have like a feather touch. I barely touch the page most of the time when I'm coloring. That's probably why my pages take so long. But I'm just gonna keep going here with this color. I really like how it has a lot of red undertones to it. I think it's playing really nicely off the green, although I think I might punch up this green a little more. No problem, Zilly. Don't you worry, Heather. Yep. I just want to keep moving on this page now that I'm really into it. I've been thinking about it all week, you guys, and I'm like, oh, I want to color, I want to color. And, I've been doing fairly well on the job I'm working on, and I'm like, you know what, let me just take a quick break. I haven't had a whole lot of me time this week. So I really wanted to color and chat with you guys and keep this lady going. So already you can see it's starting to really like bring out the dimension in her face. I don't want to go too far though, so I'm going to do the other side. Now we've already kind of got more color over here because it's the dark side of the face, but I'm going to bring this color up now, just a little bit into that teal area we had earlier. I'm just giving a little bit of rosiness to it without going overboard. And we're gonna kind of, this eyelid here needs to be darker, so let's just do that really quick. What I love about this color is it works so well for the shadows on the skin. It doesn't look dirty, it doesn't look like muddy or anything. It's got that rich warmth to it. So if that's something you're struggling with, I highly recommend this color. Try it out in Prismas, and there's other equivalents in other brands. And guys, if you want me to try other brands, I do have some other brands, so we can do that. I'm doing a Polly's skin tone for my other page that I'm working on concurrently with this one. So I also have luminance pencils, so we can do a luminance portrait after this one's over. So we'll just run through all the brands I have. And that way you guys can see how I work in each type. Thank you, Sue. Hi, Christy. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for coming. Did not expect anybody, so it's nice to see you guys. Yeah, I think so too, Susie. I think this year I'm going to really focus on skin tones. That's my most requested thing. So we're gonna do a lot of portraits this fall. So if you guys are wanting to learn portraits, you just check out all the upcoming stuff. We're gonna be busy. And I have a lot of stuff planned for my Facebook group too. If you aren't on Facebook, you can also sign up with my email list. You'll get the same stuff, the same freebies and stuff. But yeah, just let me know if you need that link. I'll be happy to provide it. Now, you know I like to work, if you've watched my videos before, you know I like to work all over all at once. It's to sort of keep the values and the skin tone consistent throughout her face. So you can see I'm going to add touches of this everywhere that I feel it really needs it. So that's why I'm zoomed out a little, although I can zoom in some. Just because I'm jumping around a lot. So when I go to the neck, I have to remember to move the page now, but we'll be okay. So I'm just gonna keep adding this color. And you can see it's just sort of like, I just do it until it feels right. It's funny how like over time, once you've done it a lot, you just really get a good sense of it. And I'm not saying I'm perfect or anything, but it's just, you know, over time you get better and better and better. So I'm still improving too every day. Like I see progression from my first year coloring to now. So I think, you know, it's just a matter of just keep going. You're going to keep getting better. So don't be afraid to try though, because see, if you don't try, then you'll never get it. So it's all about just being easy on yourself if you make a mistake, because nobody's perfect. Even the best artists out there are making tons of mistakes. They just hide it from you. They're just pretending that they're not, if they're not showing it. But they do. Oh, they do. Alright, so the nose feels like it needs more dimension. Hi Kiki! No problem, I totally get it. I do that all the time myself. Work and lurk away. Thanks for joining. Okay, so this dark side of the nose, I feel like it needs much more color to it. So I'm just going to kind of go through. I want to define that. And she's got like this bump in her nose a little bit, so I'm going to just kind of work with that. It's like, I have a little bump in my nose too. Not from being broken, it's just how it is. Okay, so I'm going to work in some of this here. So here I'm using sort of a flicking diagonally down motion. If you could, if that's a technical term, I don't know. Just to kind of create a soft, so I swoop down, I touch the page, and then I lift my pencil up at the end. That's how you get like a feathered look, softer at the end. And here, I'll show you from the side because sometimes it's easier to tell. So I start off the page, swoop down, touch the page, and then swoop off. So it's almost like a rock and back motion. And it gives you, even though this is, I don't know if you guys could see that, like that. And it gives just a really soft, I do that with the soft ending in the beginning. And I do that with hair, eyelashes, anything where I'm just trying to kind of give a really soft blend in a directional stroke. Let's see. Swish and flick. Squish. Yes, love me some Harry Potter. Mm-hmm. That's great. Okay. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Yep, we're good. Alright, so let's keep going here. I don't know if I want all of that to be so teal, so I'm just gonna, and it needs to be a little darker too, so I'm just gonna add a little bit of this. And remember, red tones and green tones neutralize each other, so it's going to turn into a more brown color when I do that. So knowing your color theory really helps with work like this. Okay, so now that I'm seeing that, I really want to make sure this chin is the right darkness. So I'm going to go over just the bottom area again. And now I'm using a fairly light touch. I want this to be a really soft gradient. A soft blend. Yep, we're still good. The weather finally broke last night. We had a storm and now it's finally not so humid. I mean, it's still warm, but I can take a dry heat. It's the humidity and the inability to like cool off. That's what's really rough. So I'm really, really grateful for the change in the weather. It's been a rough summer, guys. It's so hot and humid. It feels like Florida in Pennsylvania. Mm-hmm. I'm just always checking the chat to make sure I'm not missing anything. We've got a quiet morning. That's totally okay. Okay. So just working in all the different areas that need shadows. So now I'm up here in this little bridge of her nose. Softening out some of these transitions. Okay, so now I'm looking at it. She's starting to get a little bit too red, so I'm gonna hold off on using that color anymore. And I want to, now what I'd like to do is jump back over into the teal range. So we're going to swap, let's see, is it this one I use? Let's see. I think it might be this one. Okay. I don't know if I use this one, but this is the color I'm going to snag today. Hi, Corbeth. This is 105 Cobalt Turquoise. And we're going to just go in these shadows here. I want to make them darker. Now that I see all the colors coming together, I want to make sure that the values are correct. So in coloring, especially in skin tone, the values are more important than the actual color, which you'd think is crazy, but you can get away with all color skin as long as the darks and the lights are in the right spot. Okay, so this is a really dark color, so I'm being really gentle here. And now pressing a little harder. But what this does is it just takes out some of that red tone, brings it back over into the more watery look that I'm going for, and also darkens up the shadows that I'm looking to make deeper. So this is great. Hi, Loretta. Yep, you made it. This wasn't planned. I just, I needed a work break, so I decided to color on stream for you. But thank you for coming. I did not expect anybody. Just keeping this page moving along. So don't worry, I'm still gonna do my Tuesday my Tuesday stream as scheduled, but I'll also just be adding in when I can. Haven't had a whole lot of me coloring time, so just been really wanting to work on this. Looking longingly at my books while I work. Okay, so I think this area back here, where this black outline is, I'm just going to soften that by adding this teal color right on over that black outline. And it just takes it out of the black and makes it more soft. And then just extending that shadow area into that dark side of her face. And I think I was going to do sandy colored hair for her. I still like that idea, even a year later. So I think that's what we're going to do. Don't worry, Corbeth, no screaming. No. Loretta, I don't know why, but I kind of like that push and pull. I find it really like a puzzle. Like I try and figure out exactly what's right and what's not. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't, but I don't know why I like that. I've always liked puzzles though, so I'm just gonna attribute it to that. I'm screaming because I want to color more. No. Let me get my drink. Hold on. You got a little visitor too. Oh yeah. And that's what happens when I'm tired, guys. I make all kinds of blunders. That's alright though. We'll be fine. I think I can color with my eyes shut at this point. Well, maybe that would be tricky actually, but... So now I'm just giving her a little under eyelid here. We don't want her to look too sleepy. So I'm just giving her a little one here. Also just sort of working in that corner of her eye here, in that crease. You guys. Nay. Scream time. It's the scream team. I know. I provide so much fodder for all these jokes. That's great. Keep going. I don't mind. That's great. I make plenty of typos in texting too, so it's just like an all-around giggle fest. That's okay. I like laughing, so it's always good. Okay, let's see here. I'm just taking a look and seeing what I need to add where. It looks like this is just a little too light now for my taste. I'm just going to go in very, very lightly. You guys. Hello, Vivian. Vivian? I think I said that right. And if I missed anybody else, let's see. We've got Sue, Cassandra, Corbett. I think I got you already, Corbett. And of course, May. Hi, guys. Thank you for joining. This is an impromptu stream. It's a scream. No. Impromptu stream. I just, I needed a break from work, and I was like, I want to color. And then I was like, I should color my mermaid. And then I was like, well, now I need to scream. No. So yeah. That's how that all happened. So I do want another shadow, a deeper shadow right back here. So let's go through with this teal right on through. It may seem weird at first, but bear with me. Yep, that needed to be darker for sure. Now remember, I'm not burnishing, so if I do press the part, I can still lift up. And so don't be afraid to try another layer if it doesn't look dark enough. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, Corbet, don't worry. Corbet. Oh my goodness, Corbet. I just mixed May and Corbeth together into one person. Sorry, guys. My plan for the circles, I believe I'm going to use some acrylic paint, but that's to be determined. I do want to still leave some texture on her face, but I don't want them to be this prominent, like with black outlines. So, but I will, but I will do it on camera. I'm going to do the whole page on camera. I will not, if I'm working on it, it will be with you guys, so you'll see everything. Yeah, at least Corbeth's a sweetheart, right? Oh my goodness, guys. Stay tuned for more verbal blunders with Laura. Oh, sleep deprivation. Yeah, I'm gonna sleep this weekend, don't worry, guys. I just have been so busy. And I was like, I need a break. I need to color. I need to just take a moment for myself. Do something relaxing, unwind. Oh wait, I was over here. See, I'm jumping all over the place, sorry. Oh. Sorry, Loretta. Maybe not the best stream to eat at. You're gonna be spraying food everywhere. um, Thank you. I don't know if it's the best ever, but I can't really help how I laugh. So, um, oh my gosh, I would have a bazillion videos because it happens like every 2 seconds. I mean, I could just have somebody following me around with a camera all day, and I would just make the video. I mean, it would just happen. It's great. Oh man. You know, but I'm never hard on myself. I always like to laugh at it because it's like, I mean, nobody's perfect, right? So like, if I'm gonna make a mistake, I might as well giggle over it instead of being all hard on myself. I used to actually, you know, I have like, social anxiety a little bit, so I used to be really, really hard on myself whenever I'd make, a mistake or whatever. But as I've gotten older, I realized, like, you know, if I laugh at it and make a joke out of it, then all of a sudden it goes from being like embarrassing to being silly and fun. And so, like, over time, I've just learned to just go easy on myself about it. But yeah, I make verbal typos, everything, all those mistakes all the time. That's just how it goes. But nobody's perfect, so there could be worse things I do, I guess, right? Um, hey B, how you doing? Corvette. Oh my goodness. Aw, May. Why are you feeling blue, cutie? How's oh gosh, I forgot his name, I'm sorry. How's your son there? How's his knee? Is it Dimitri? I feel like that's wrong. Uh, Yay, B! Yay for being awake! Oh my goodness. Ah, well, what do you mean? Like, because I'm coloring with blue? Oh, Loretta. Oh, Nikolai, that's right. Oh, sorry, I'm terrible with names. Um, Hi, Rochelle. Yeah, she's like a tealy blue. It's funny how the camera's actually making her bluer than I see her. Like, I don't know why. I think it's because the paper has a yellow tone to it. Yeah, Vivian, for me it is 10 o'clock in the morning, and I was actually working all night long and didn't sleep very much. I slept for a couple hours. So when I woke up this morning, I was like, I know I need to get up and get going, but yeah, after a couple hours of working, I just kind of like feel like bleh. So I was like, if I take a break in color, that'll get me back on track, I think. Taking a break sometimes is better for your productivity than if you just slog through and work through it. So I think, taking a little mental health break, if you will, and just hang out with my buddies and color, hang out with you guys for another hour or so, and then get back to work. I think that'll be good. Love to you too, Rochelle. And Shell, is it Shell or Chell? I don't think I've been saying it right, but I think it's Shell because it's Rochelle, right? Is that how I say it? Your nickname, I mean. Hi, Gabrielle. Nice to see you. A long time no see. Okay, I'm gonna move the book up a little bit. I'm gonna work on her neck now. I want to bring the neck to the same level of darkness and depth as the rest of her face. So we're just gonna keep going with that. Let's see. Cassandra. All right, B, you're on the East Coast too. Where are you at? I'm in Philly. Well, I'm like right near Philly. It's a very quick drive or train ride, whichever you prefer. But yeah, it's been. I don't know about you, but the weather's been really crazy lately over here. So hot and humid. So many like we have like a thunderstorm almost every day now. It's like I was like joking. It feels like Florida now. All we need is Disney World around the corner and we've got our own new little Florida. Let's see. Oh, good, Shell. I don't know why, but I like your nickname a lot. Hi, Karen. Yep, I do necks. I do all kinds of things. Yep, and I did a neck in my Victorian Valentine page. I did that other impromptu stream. Thank you, Gabrielle. Yeah, I'll zoom out for a second just to show you guys, those of you who are just coming in. We're working on this page from Hanna Karlzon's Magical Dawn. And I've been calling her the Magical Mermaid. Oh, don't worry, Squish. Don't worry. You guys, you don't ever have to apologize for popping in and out. I do that all the time too in your streams. You know, we're here when we can. No big deal. So now that I'm actually seeing it, like taking a look at it, I just want to actually add more of this color up here really quick. I'm leaving a little bit of a lightness to the edge of her face, just because I feel like there's some ambient light going on with the background. But I do want to darken this up so it's the same darkness level as this side of her face, because her hair is going to be casting a lot of shadows. Hi, Lisa. Aw, Squish. I love you too. Thank you, Gabrielle. I think I got everybody. But if I didn't, then say hello again in all caps. I'll catch ya. But I think I got everybody. Let's see. Hi, Lisa. Okay, I think I got everybody. There we go. Now, just kind of actually soften up this line a little bit, transition it into that. So you guys see I'll jump around. It's just how it goes. When I see something that bothers me, I want to fix it right away. just for, you know, I don't know why. It just makes me feel better. Okay, so this area is going to be really dark because the light is coming from here, from this direction. So all of the areas are over her skin are casting a shadow onto her skin. So those areas are going to be one of the darkest spots on her face and on her neck. You'll see I'll actually go through and add even more depth to that probably later. We'll see. Hi, everybody. Wow, we've got a lot of people here. Thank you so much for joining. I'm really enjoying working on this page. Just feel like it's right up my alley. I love mermaids so much. I've been in such a mermaid mood lately. Like my last art show, it was like all mermaids and like a couple of regular realistic faces. So it's funny. I think it's just that it's been so hot, I just keep dreaming of jumping in the ocean. Okay, it looks like I've actually missed some spots, like this area here, and this area is actually going to be her neck as well, it looks like. So let me just add in these colors really quick. For this area, I'm actually gonna, I feel like that's a collar of like a dress or something. I don't know about you guys. That's how I'm interpreting it. So this area isn't a mistake. I'm going to be, oh, am I buffering? Let's see. No, no, I'm good. So this area, I think I'm going to make it the same color as these little, I don't know what these are, but yeah. That's the plan, I think, but definitely this area is... Oh wait, no, if that's her dress, did I just mess it up? No, I didn't. Oh yeah, this does have to be the background, doesn't it? Because you can see through it. Okay, hold on. I think I've got it. Let's see if I color this right. Oh man. I don't know, do you guys think this should be the background? I can go through my videos and see what colors I used in the background and match it. I think that should be the background. So I'll do that later. I'm gonna just work on her skin today. And I'll watch back my own videos and see what colors I used and match it. But yeah, these definitely want to be dark. Let's see here. Oh, really, Squish? You're finishing? Is it the mermaid page that you were working on? Or is it a different one I haven't seen, or I forgot, or... I remember you working on the mermaid page. It was gorgeous. Yes! I love that page! Oh my gosh, Squish, that's gonna be so cool. I can't wait to see it. Um, Hi, Lori. How you doing? Oh my gosh, Squish, that's gonna be so pretty. I love blue and gold together. Oh my gosh. So exciting. You guys have no idea. So every time I see a coloring for my book, like, I literally squeal. Like, I'm like, you know, I'm so excited. So it always cheers me up. It really gives me, and it doesn't matter who does it. Like, you know, like the skill level doesn't matter. It's just the whole, like, seeing what people are doing with it, and I don't know. It's so hard to explain. I just love it. So I'm doing the cast shadow of this thingy-majiggy, that's a technical term, onto her skin. And so I'm just sort of matching the general roundness for that shadow. And I'm going to bring this up because this area of her neck needs to definitely be darker, because we're, okay, so like how I think of it as is this area here is dark, and this area here is the same plane, and it's going to be darker than there because it's getting less light because it's further down from the light source. So that's kind of how I think of it when I'm trying to pick how dark or light to make something, is I just think about the light and where everything's falling, and then sort of guess where it needs to go. If that makes sense. Now I'm going to extend this on up. Quarterback. It's scream time, guys. Thank you, Karen. Oh, May. Ruh-roh, Raggy. Uh, let's keep it PG-13. It's too early for that. Okay. Oh my goodness. You guys crack me up. I love it. Thank you so much for chatting with me. I really do feel like I'm just hanging out with a bunch of my friends, which is so awesome. You guys just have no idea how, like, I already feel so much more happy and relaxed. I know when I go back to work, I'll do a much better job. So, let's see. No, no, don't stop being May. We just, Oh, Sue, no, you have no idea. So one of my favorite coloring pages is actually from the next door neighbor. The little girl who lives next door has one of my books, and she just you should just seen the look on her face when she showed me all of her work in my book. She colored almost every page already. Like, it's so cute. And the quality of the work, I mean, she's a little girl, so she's not going to have a whole lot of skill, but the thing is like it's all about just like the happiness that I saw in both the coloring page, like I can just see when somebody's enjoying themselves, but also in her face when she showed me. It was such a sweet moment. I almost cried. I was so touched. It's like when you create artwork for somebody else to work on, like the main goal, at least for me, is that I just want you to enjoy it and have fun. So it's not about how good you are or, one-upping each other. I think that competitiveness in the coloring community can get ugly at times, and it's not really something that I like to promote at all. But rather, I just love the collaborative nature of it, the fact that we're all just getting around together, enjoying art and relaxing and having fun. Like, that's my only goal when you color my book. If you do that, then I'm really, really pleased. It doesn't matter how it looks. I mean, everybody starts somewhere, and I remember when I first started coloring, and also when I first started drawing way back in the day, I wasn't good. I spent so long struggling with figuring out how to learn stuff, and I mean, everybody starts at that same place, and I totally remember, like, I haven't forgotten how hard that was, and how much I really worked hard to get better. So I really believe as long as you just keep at it and you enjoy yourself, you're gonna get better. So that's like, you should just put that out of your head completely, especially when you're coloring in my book, because I don't even care. Like, that is not the point for me at all. So you guys just relax. Just have fun. May. Just a little bit for the public. Exactly, May. You should just compare your first pages that you started coloring with the current work that you're doing now. And if you've done better, if you've improved, then you can see that you're just going to keep doing that. So really, that's what you should be doing, is comparing yourself to yourself. Your old self to your current self. Uh-huh. Exactly, Sue. We have enough to worry about and stress about, so I feel like that whole like comparing yourself to other people can get very, very toxic very quickly. And it's not about who's better. It's about just sharing and enjoying and having fun. And those who really take it as a competition, I think, take a lot of the fun out of it. I mean, I'm a competitive person, but not with art, not with coloring. I feel like that's one place where I can just like de-stress, relax, enjoy it, and not worry. So I hope that you guys are doing the same thing, because um, it would kind of suck if you're putting so much pressure on yourself for a hobby that's supposed to be about relaxing. And me too, Sue. Whenever I color, I just like all the worries just go away. I just zone out and enjoy it. Oh, I'm coloring off camera, guys. Why didn't you tell me? Oh my goodness. Oh, see you later, Vivian. Exactly, Cora Beth. I feel the same exact way. I can tell when somebody had fun coloring, and that's what makes me happy. Like, whenever I see that, I'm like, oh my gosh, you guys look. Like, it might not look like something to you, but I can see it, you know? But at the same time, like, I think everybody can see it. So I wouldn't worry about it at all. I mean, you do you and just have fun. Alright, I feel a lot better about the neck now. Let's zoom out again. Let's just take a look and see where we're in. I want to add another color, but I haven't decided which yet. I want to deepen up some of those skin tones, just even a little more. But I don't want them to be red now, so let's think for a second. Might be the dark brown. So this is another color I use a lot for skin tone. This is 146 dark brown. And I'm gonna be pretty judicious with where I use this. But I do wanna oh, Sue, I love Kirby's books. Yeah, May, I feel the same way. I don't want anybody to feel like they will never color like me. Like that, first of all, that's not the point. And secondly, if you say that you can't, then it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy. If you say that you can, if you believe that you can, then you'll work towards that goal and you'll make it happen. So, but ultimately, nobody should be coloring exactly like anybody else anyway, because we're all individuals, we're all completely unique and different. So, nobody should be saying, you know, oh, I'll never color as good as you, because you don't want to color as good as me, you want to color as good as yourself, and whatever that is, you want to just reach your own potential. And I really strongly believe that anybody can learn, because I wasn't the best artist in my class growing up. I just loved it more than everybody else, so I never quit. So that's really the only difference between learning and not. Thank you, Susie. Squish, it's funny, sometimes those weird words just pop out. I'm a big reader too, and I don't think about it. Yep. You guys get it. That's why I like hanging out with you ladies. You totally get it. There's nothing wrong with being new to something and learning. There's no shame in that. And people who think that they're going to be instantly good right away, that's just very unrealistic. Art is something that's tricky, it takes time to learn. But that's what I love about it, is it's such a good challenge. It's so tricky, and you know, like even coloring, I think coloring is just as difficult as drawing line art. It's just a different kind of difficult. But we're dealing with colors and shading and value and all kinds of fun stuff, so it's not an easy thing. Alright, yeah. That's okay, because we're all here together to help each other out. I think that's why I love streaming so much, because whenever I get feedback that somebody's figured out something because of something I helped them with, I just feel like I'm giving back to the community, and I don't know, it's just really, really great. I love teaching, and I love helping people, so I think that's one of the best things about our community, is that we do all help each other out. And it's all for free on YouTube. You know, most of us just are just helping each other out for no benefit. Yeah, May, how can I exactly? Beautiful, Loretta. That sounds great. Thank you for sharing your color combo. Exactly, Azealie. I don't care if you're just scribbling or if you're creating like a Renoir or whatever. It's all about just you know, expressing yourself and having fun. Um, Exactly, Corbett. Uh-huh. um, yeah, me too, Christy. I rarely ever watch YouTube. Mostly just like how-to videos if I got stuck doing something and I was like, I need to learn this. And I would just go to YouTube and search it. But yeah, now I try and almost every day at least put on whoever's streaming and you know, while I'm working and just listen to you guys. I love hearing all the conversation and um, just, you know, kind of like it's like having my friends working with me in the background. I work at home by myself, so I can get lonely sometimes. So you guys are great for keeping me company. And also, I like to support your channels too, and you know, give you likes and stuff. So yeah, if anybody has any channels and they want to put it in the comments or in the chat rather, you can put. I think the thing is 3 hearts, so you can put 3 hearts, and we can all follow each other and check each other out. Really love it how everybody supports each other. Um, it's a great community. Mm-hmm. Yeah, May. Oh, well, Karen, I don't know either, but you know, I get them all the time. I don't really care. You know, it's funny because the people who give thumbs down don't realize it, but they're actually helping our channels anyway. So if you guys don't like my videos, that's totally fine. Go ahead and give it a thumbs down. You're still giving me more feedback and more search algorithms, so, um, and I do appreciate it knowing, you know, what maybe isn't so successful so I can improve my own videos. If you look at my old videos from the start of when I started coloring, they were awful. And I've gotten better over time. You know, it's a learning process for me just as much as it is a teaching thing. So, yeah, and what's crazy is doing YouTube has really helped with my anxiety and my stage fright. I used to get panic attacks all the time before I'd start streaming. And sometimes I couldn't stream like at all. Like I would just have to, I was planning on doing it and I had everything set up and then I'd have a panic attack and I literally just could not breathe. I had to calm myself down and just say, you know what, I can't do this today. So it's gotten so much better for me. I don't have those as much anymore, if at all. Like I haven't had one in months now. Um, so I think, you know, it's funny because like I'm using this medium also as a way to kind of work through my own personal problem. And it's so fascinating how it does work. So if you ever want to get over stage fright, just try YouTubing because it is controlled. I mean, I'm not standing in front of a huge group of people. You know, I can turn off the camera at any time. So it's a little bit less stressful than like going in public and speaking on a stage. But I feel like it does prepare you for that, just as well as like practicing in front of your friends or something. But um, yeah, so that's sort of why I started. Um, oh, well, Loretta, go get some sleep. Yeah, Squish. It's funny because like I don't think people really realized how much I was struggling, and I was so embarrassed about it at the time. But now I'm open about it because I realize that a lot of other people who might want to stream might be struggling with the same thing. And to hear a positive story of like how somebody's overcome something like that, I think sometimes inspires people to give it a go themselves. So I want to be that for somebody if they need that. So now I'm very, very open with it. But at the time, I was embarrassed and scared to even say that I had a problem because I know that my videos weren't as good and I know I was struggling. So I was concerned that people would just say, well, just stop streaming. And that's not really the answer if you want to get over something. So I just pressed on and kept going. And there's been times when I kind of feel like I have a setback and you know, that might be why I don't stream as much on those occasions as, you know, but I feel like the more friends I gather and the more support I have, the more I realize like for every mean person, there's like 30, 50, whatever, however many nice people who are getting something out of my videos. So I just have to kind of like ignore the trolls and just keep doing me. So, but yeah, I mean, it took me a long time to get past that. So if somebody else is struggling, I really want to let them know that it is possible to get through it. You just kind of have to like go easy on yourself. If you stress out, then just like take a moment, take a deep breath, like turn off the camera, go in the other room, like pretend like you're not gonna stream at all, calm yourself down, and then see how you feel after that. Because sometimes I was able to stream even after having a panic attack. But you can tell, like if you watch my videos, you can tell like my voice shakes and I'm like humming like really off key and being like really just nervous all around. So, but it's like anything else with time and practice, you can get better and better, um, and then it's not a problem. So, oh, Corbett. Let's see. Yep, Karen, I do like to push myself outside of my comfort zone a lot. Yeah, May, I do appreciate people actually telling me why they don't like my videos, unless it's like just people being hateful or mean, which I have gotten some of that too. But again, like it's just about learning to ignore that kind of feedback, and I mean, you're gonna get all sorts when you put your stuff online, so. Mm-hmm. Uh, yeah, Christy, it might be your connection. Aw, thank you, Jody. I'm glad to hear it helped you too. Yeah, May, well, you know what? I don't really care if my videos are recommended or not. I know that the people who really want to see my videos know where to find them and they can go look for them. So, my channel is not about being some big, I don't really care how many subscribers I have. I just care if I'm helping one person, then I'm doing a good job. So, um, it's, some people are all about the numbers or whatever, but I feel like if I could take away my numbers and not show them at all, then I would, because I don't really think that that's a measure of success. For me, my progress with my anxiety and also with my videos, with being able to stream and not be so nervous all the time, that to me is a win no matter how many subscribers I have or how much like I still haven't gotten a YouTube check, so I don't know when I'm gonna get one, but but the whole point isn't the money. That's not, the ads and whatever else. I just throw that on there because eventually it would help to buy some more supplies with that stuff, but that's not the main focus of my channel. Really, I don't really care about that. Um, you know. It's like anything else. It's just about self-progression and, yeah, Karen, I think so too. Huh, I don't know, May. I don't really pay attention to all those, like, strategies or whatever. I probably should, but I don't. I don't know why. I just don't really care. It's like some people are so, excuse me, let me take a drink of water. Some people are really deliberate with how they do things. Like, they strategize when they're gonna post and what they're gonna post and how many hashtags and yada yada. Yeah, I don't do that. I mean, like, sometimes I really try to care, but most of the time, honestly, I just don't. I just post. Because I don't know. It's not a job. I mean, Like if I were doing this for a living or whatever, then I would put more effort into that kind of stuff, but I just Yeah, May, exactly. I made my channel for everybody who's here right now and everybody who watches. I made it for you guys. Alright, I do need to work on her lips now. I feel like they're falling away as far as values go. I want them to look natural, so I'm just trying to pick. Let's see, how are we doing on time? Yeah, I got 20 minutes. I could do something. I can do something. Psh, psh. I'm just trying to pick which color. I think this is. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with this one for the shading. Oh, thank you, May. She's getting there. We're gonna keep working on her, but okay. Boop. Sorry, I'm jiggling the camera. Okay, settle down, camera. Okay. Alright, so I just want to keep going on her mouth as well, so that way we don't sort of lose the value structure we're doing. So I'm doing this sort of semi-curvy, kind of semicircle sort of motion right next to that dark blue we did. I'm also gonna flick up like we were doing before, right in the bottom area of her lip. Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you for reminding me. Susie, this is 9:37. Yep, you got it. Tuscan red. Good guess. Sorry, guys. Thank you. Keep me in check. Make sure I don't go off the screen too. I'm zoomed in now. Pretty good. All right. So now I want to see this line, how it goes almost all the way up. So I'm going to use that as a guide, and I'm going to fill in more just with the same flicking motion, like that. That looks about right. I'm leaving a little bit of shininess right at the top here. That's where the light would catch, because the light is going from this direction, so it'll catch right on the edge of this mouth here. I'm gonna use like a Posco or maybe my new paint markers to go over that line with some white, and then it'll catch on this little spot here. Hello, Sarah. Thank you. Oh no, Christy. Oh. You know, it's funny. I store my Prismas in a very warm environment, and I feel like that actually helps keep them together. So if you have a sunroom or like a greenhouse or anything, a warm car, maybe try sticking your set in there for a while and see how that works. Because I have no issue at all with crumbling, and I think it's because I don't have air conditioning in my apartment, so they always are very warm, and they're very creamy when I use them because they're like melty. Okay. Alright. So now I want to add another color. What color? Ooh, sorry. Sorry. I think it's gonna be Nectar. Oh yeah, Nectar it is. I love this color for all sorts of stuff on the skin tone. 1092. Let's shift this back up. And we're gonna go over what we just did. Just to sort of kick back that red tone into a more neutral pink. And I think at this point now, I want to do some shading right under her lip. So let's just do that with this color. I'm just going to go just under the lip line here. Like so. Yep, I think that'll work. Alright, getting there, guys. Let's see. Oh, thank you, Corbett. I really need to try. Yeah, Sarah, just dig in. Find a page. If you're worried about it, then pick a page that you're not as keen on. That way, if you mess it up, you don't really stress out about it. When I first started learning how to draw, I drew a ton of self-portraits because nobody would sit for me because I wasn't any good. So, you know, luckily I wasn't hard on myself if I messed up, so I just sat in front of the mirror and drew myself over and over and over again until I figured it out. So it takes practice, and you're never going to get good if you don't try. So the key with that is just don't give up once you know, if you hit a mistake, don't be hard on yourself. You know, just keep trying. You'll figure it out. If you keep trying, you'll figure it out. Trust me, you will. So now I'm just shading this color just lightly around her lips and her nose. Softening up that line a little. I'm just adding some more pink area to the cheeks and the lower part of the face here. This is such a neutral pink, it just works so beautifully, especially for this reddish, iridescent-ish, I don't know what color it is, skin tone. Let's see. Oh, Sarah, I'll do a dark skin tone video for you if you'd like. Let's see. I did actually record a video a while ago of my Prince Jomo. I can show you that in a second, guys. He has a really beautiful dark skin tone, and I did record it, I just haven't edited it. Edited it? Yeah, anyway, that. I haven't put it through the editor and added all the info and the colors and stuff. That takes a long time, though, to, like, watch it and, like, list the colors on the screen. It's probably why I prefer streaming over doing that. But yeah, I have a whole series actually that I could put up. I already videoed it a long time ago. Let's see. Edited it, yeah. Thingamajig and edited it. Let me go show you here. Let me zoom out. The verbal blunders continue. Okay. There we go. Alright, so if any of you guys have been watching my channel for any amount of time, you guys have already seen this, but I'll show you for those of you who maybe haven't. So I recorded this one. This is from my book, Circle Portraits. And I have several drawings of dark skin tones. So I can do a live stream after the mermaid is done. Here, I'll show you the ones that I think I want to do this one live for you guys. I videoed it, so I just have to edit it. So edited it. So so as soon as I have some free time, I will. But yeah, this guy He was really fun. I did all of the skin tone on video. And then there's also a couple other, oh wait, did I skip? Here's another one. I've been wanting to color this lady. And I have a mermaid actually that I could use dark skin tone. Well, any of them you could use dark skin tone with. So this is the one Susie's been working on. Or wait, is it this one? It's this one. Yes. So these are these I could do, and also this lady. So I have several different portraits that would work in my book for that. Oh. Yep. And then of course I've got like the practice ones at the back. We could do some of those. I've got several that would work for that. So yeah, we could after, so take a look and check it out and see. Abby girl, you're just the cutest kitty. Yeah, Corbett, the practice pages, so there's actually, that one's the only double-sided page. I just did that, you know, because the paper was really expensive, so I was like, well, for practice pages, a double-sided is fine. So, am I buffering? But, let's see. Yeah, Karen, I can do any of them from the book, whichever one you want. Let's see. Yeah, Corbin. So I just did that because I really, I'm very, very aware that people struggle with skin tone, and I didn't want to just throw a bunch of portraits in there and leave you to your own devices. I wanted to kind of give you some space to experiment and try things out. And they're really quick sketches. They're not, you know, fully shaded like my regular drawings, but the pieces and the bits of the faces on one page, and then the portraits themselves. And I did make that available as a PDF in my Etsy shop too. So if you like mess it up or whatever, you can totally just go ahead and download those and print those as well. So I really did like think about, you know, how I remember learning. I used to do lots of little sketches to learn, and I also did a lot of just like bits of faces. So that's why I gave you guys those pages to work with, because I really feel like you know, it can be kind of nerve-wracking when you're just learning something. So having more manageable, smaller drawings to work on first, I think is really fun. Takes a lot of the stress out. See you later, Sarah. Hi, Sahara. How you doing? How you feeling? Let's see. I think I got everybody. I'm actually buffering on my end, so let me refresh. Aw, still sick? Yeah, you went to the doctor yesterday? Good. Get some good sleep. Don't worry, this will be here when you are feeling better. Good morning, Pat. How you doing, sweetie? Oh my goodness, good to see you. Alright, just putting a little bit more pink in those cheeks. It's a really push and pull that I have going on here. I'm like, oh, I add more teal, and then it's too teal, and then I add more pink, and it's too pink. So I just kind of do this in light layers until I get it just right. Oh, Pat. Uh-oh, chill. Chill. Uh-huh. Hmm. Try refreshing shell, because I was buffering earlier and now I'm not, so I think YouTube is just having some fun with us. Thank you, YouTube, though. You know, it is really good. Like, we get to do this for free, so I really shouldn't complain about them buffering. It's a pretty tough job to be providing free videos for everybody all the time, so. So I'm just working on those values. We're just going to keep layering until it looks the way we want it to. Mm-hmm. And this area is an area that's pretty tricky, so I just go really, really light feather touch and just do lots and lots of little layers. There's no rush with this. Nobody's timing me. Well, if they are, then good for them. Uh-huh. Let's see. Oh, Sahara, I really hope you feel better soon. Hi, Emily. Let's see, who else did I miss? I feel like I missed somebody else. Sorry about that. Yeah, Sahara, take care of yourself. Go get some sleep. When you have pneumonia and bronchitis, that's what you need, is lots of sleep and water. Sleep and water. Well, and other stuff too, but... And by the way, if any of you are doing this page, don't forget to tag me if you finish it. I love, love, love to see what people do with the tutorials. Oh, thank you, Holly. Um, wait, I didn't even know I had that. That's, I think that's my first ever super chat. Is that a super chat? I didn't even know I could do that. How is that? How's that? Huh. Thank you. Huh. Well, thank you very much. um, I didn't think I could do that. So, like, cool. Okay, sorry. I'm a little bit perplexed because I don't know. I didn't even know that was possible on my channel yet. So maybe it activated while I wasn't looking? Because, like, a couple of months ago, it didn't have that. I don't know how that happened. Cool. Today's been full of surprises and screaming, guys. Okay. All right, May. I mean, you know, I'm not really... Clearly, I don't know what I'm doing, so it's just lucky I can press the live button. So now you guys can see, as I start to layer, it's just sort of blending together on its own. I'm not really burnishing or pressing really hard. It's just that after you put enough pigment on the paper, it's just going to kind of all meld together and become one smooth, solid surface. So you can use a blender for sure. I think I went too dark there, so let me just lighten it up. Let me grab my mono. Make sure, yeah, my mono has graphite on it. So if you have graphite on your eraser, then when you go to erase something on your colored pencil work, it's gonna make it really, here I'll show you, it's gonna make it like dirty and smudgy and not really help you at all. So make sure just to clean it off by just erasing on a blank spot of the paper somewhere. Make sure you get that thing clean before you go in. Let's just lift some of that color up. No big deal. If you make a mistake, don't be hard on yourself. There's usually a way to fix it. Let's just soften up. And like now I've lifted too much here. Again, no big deal. We can work it out. There we go. Okay, so now let's go back in with the same color. Make sure all the dust is off. I know most people have a fancy brush for that. Let me zoom in just so you guys can see how I repair this. So where is she there? So you can see this area here is now a little bit squishy. So we're just going to really gently work it back. It's lighter than it was before, but not too light. And the bridge of the nose can be tricky, so don't feel bad if you got to do that a couple times. Like I was saying earlier, even the best artists make mistakes. Let's see. I'm missing the chat. Oh, May. Clearly I don't really know what I'm doing. That's okay though. Let's see. Thanks, Pat. Okay, I think, so yeah, you guys can see I haven't burnished or blended anything. It's still pretty, there's a lot of tooth left for me to play with. But as I start working it through, in this area you can see it's starting to get blended. So it's just a matter for me, I mean, everybody has their own way, but for me, I just like to layer and layer. And if it's at the end and I like the color just as it is, then I'll use a blender. But usually I can find another color to add, so that's never usually an issue for me. Okay, so now I'm going to work on this far cheek because I don't want it to be as bright as this cheek. It's in the shadows, so I'm going to just cover it completely with this color. And it may seem too dark at first, but just hang in there with me. It's because this eye is too light. So it's all about everything in context. And I'm going to also add it right up here. Okay, that's this little guy. Okay, so let's fix that eye just because now it's really bothering me. I just can't leave it like that. So, let's grab, I love this color for eyes when it's in this bluish light. It's 936, which is slate gray. And let's just, oh, sorry, my arm. Oh, thanks for coming, May. Of course, go eat. And I'll scream for you anytime. Let's see. Gosh, the chat's moving. Sorry guys, I'm having a hard time reading so fast. So if you are trying to talk to me, please do put it in all caps so I can know that it's meant for me. So right now the iris is fairly white and blue. I'm just going to go through and really gently cover all that white with this slate gray, which is like a bluish gray. So it'll still retain that blue tone, but I don't want it to be too blue in the lighter spot. But I'm just covering the whole iris with it. And only on this dark side. So the dark side of the face gets different treatment. And now see that upper eyelid's bothering me. So it's funny when you change one thing, all the other things need to be adjusted too. Okay, that's looking better. Now I may end up going over that with some white Prisma, but we'll just leave it like that for now and see how it comes together. Take care, Lisa. Thanks for stopping in. And let's see. Yep. Oh, it's 1 o'clock Saturday morning. Well, it's so cool how all of us have different time zones. Just amazing. All right, let's go back. What color do I want for that spot? Let's go back to the nectar. I love this color. 1092. Okay. So I'm going to add this right here. And also, this eyelid here, even though it'll be light, it should not be that light. And you see, I'm just ignoring the eyelashes completely. We're going to go over those later. I do the eyelashes last. So I'll do all the other stuff, and then I'll do the eyelashes at the end. Because once you put those in, it's hard to get behind them. So that's another tip for you. Let's see. Hi, Abby. I didn't see you come in. I'm sorry. Okay, so I want to also add this color right here on this side, on the dark side of this eye. I just want them to be somewhat consistent. So this I'm leaving a little bright spot because that's where the highlight is. But let's also add, the eyes have been bothering me, so let's just fix that. Oh no, I'm off camera, I'm sorry. Oh my goodness, guys. So what I did is I added color right here and right here and just left this area. Sorry about that. Okay. I just love Hanna Karlzon's books so much. Okay, we're going to add more of this color right here on the nose. Sort of the plane of the nose that comes into the cheek. Oh, Ab. My little kitty wants some snack. Oh, Abby, it's not lunchtime yet, silly goose. Oh, okay, incoming. Sorry, I'm gonna zoom out. Got a little kitty approaching here. See if she gets another frame. Yes, here she comes. Okay, sorry guys. She does definitely bump the camera. Hi. Here, let's take you off of this. Let's see if I can move this around a little. Here we go. Abby, say hi to everybody. Hi, everybody. Hello, kitty break. So she just checks everything out. She just has to be part of the show. Hi, cutie. Abby is turning 17 this year, and she just is nonstop. Oh, okay. Is that where you? Is that where you're gonna sit? Huh? Cheek scratching? Here we go. Cheek scratches. Yep. Yep, sometimes she doesn't like that. She has severe allergies, so sometimes she's really itchy. Yeah, Abby, it's Abby. Okay, kitty break. Let's see if we can sort of work around her. Let's see, a little kitty tush here. Abby says hello, everybody. I think we'll be fine. I'm just gonna keep it zoomed out so that way if she bumps, you guys, if she bumps, then it won't be a big deal. Because she likes to, she likes to rub up against the camera mount. I hope you guys can still see this. With the kitty fur. Cutie. Uh-oh, Holly, time to get up, huh? Yep, I feel ya. I only had a couple hours of sleep last night, so I'm feeling it too, but I'm really glad I took a little break and hung out with you guys. So much fun getting some progress done on this little mermaid lady here. I'm calling her the magical mermaid because she's in Magical Dawn and she's a mermaid. That's my logic. I'm sticking to it. So just sort of trying to define the cheek area a little bit better. Let's see. Thank you guys. Making coffee, Pat? Awesome. Yeah, I'm probably supposed to take off now and get going, so I'm probably gonna just wrap up what I'm doing here and then get back to work myself. But I just wanted to say thank you guys for joining me. You've totally brightened my day. I've loved giggling with you and chatting with you. And hopefully you guys have learned some new stuff too while we're here. And I'm gonna finish, maybe finish the skin next Tuesday in my scheduled stream. My scheduled stream? Stream? Uh, but we'll see if I get it finished. We'll see how. I always say I'm gonna finish it, and then it seems to just keep going. So we will see. We'll see. Oh, thank you, Sahara. I love you too. Thank you, guys. Hi, Candy. Were you lurking? I didn't see you. Oh, thank you, guys. I really appreciate it. And Abby seems like she's done today, so I think she's so super cute. Guys, you're so cutie. You gonna sleep there? Is that where you're sleeping? Okay. Alright. Let's see here. I'm gonna try and get a shot of this. I'm just gonna gently try and move her a little bit. Abby. Just for the end screen. Yeah, you good girl? Yeah, good girl. Gently. Alright, so there's where we left off. That's as much as I can get in the camera with the kitty, but we're better than it was. I have a Paris. What's a Paris? I don't know what that is, but Pat, whatever it is, thank you. Oh, prize. Oh, thank you, Squish. I was like, my gosh, guys. I don't know. My brain is really sleepy. Thank you. Thank you so much. Luckily, um, luckily I can still color while I'm sleepy, even if I can't talk. Don't worry, Holly, I'll be back. So I have a scheduled scream, a scheduled stream on Tuesday, and I'll just pop in as much as I can. This is already my third scream this week, so I'm trying to pick up the videos for you guys more. Pat. Thank you, sweetheart. I hope it wasn't anything big. Don't get me anything big. You can leave that for my boyfriend to buy me. Oh, Susie. I'm sorry. Well, lady, why don't you let me know when it's better for you? Maybe I can have a scream then too. Yeah, Sahara, earlier I kept saying scream instead of stream, so now it's just the scheduled scream. Oh, Pat. I have to get back to work, guys, but I really, really love you guys. Thank you so much. Um, Well, it seems to be that a lot of people want me to scream later at night. Man, that joke just keeps going. Um, so, so yeah, I mean, you can catch up for sure, but maybe I'll start trying to do more in the evenings now that I have a little lamp. Um, Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope that this is fun. If it was, don't forget to give it a like. And you can go ahead and dislike it too if you want to. That's fine too. You're helping me out either way. And yeah, until next time. Uh, thank you, Abby. Alright, thank you guys so much for all the giggles. Take care.